Hello, it's Rick Bo. I'm finally getting around to putting my base plate on my 2012 Chevrolet Equinox. It's a BX 1689. It's a blue ox, and it fits the Equinox and the Terrain, GMC Terrain. I've never done it before, so you'll be learning along with me. So we gotta take this front fascia off, and then we'll go from there. Some of these are push pins. Pull up the center part, and the bottom part comes out. Three over there, and then three over here. And then I got 4 T20 Torx. On this front. Okay, now there's 5 fasteners over here. There's an 8mm up in there. There's 2 20 Torx, and then the 2 push pins. And you got those on both sides of the wheel well. So let's get them out. And there's that one. And these 2 T20. And then these are the same push pins that are along under the cowl and under the hood. Okay, there's 4 7mm under here. 2 on both sides. Okay, that's all the fasteners I see right now. Let's see if we can get this to come loose. Okay, now I have to remove these 2 10mm nuts. Okay, it says to notch out this corner here. There's the frame. Supposed to cut it right along there, and then it shows right underneath this bolt-on bumper. And on both sides. I've got this cut-off saw here that I'll That looks good. I'll touch that up with some primer. Touch all that up with some primer. And let's do the other side. Okay, there's the two pieces that I cut out. It's pretty easy, really. There's the other side. Okay, now it says to bend these to 90 degrees. They're just inward slightly. So I guess I just bend them out to 90 degrees. Okay, there's a temperature sensor right there. It says to remove it. Trim this temperature sensor housing. It's 5/8 down and 1/2 inch deep. There's a casting line right there that's about 5/8, so I'm just going to cut it there, and I'm going to use this Dremel tool. I think this saw is too big, and I sure don't want to take a chance on damaging this radiator or the condenser, AC condenser. So let me get that cut. Up there on some jack stands. It's kind of hard doing this by yourself, but that's why you have to bend these corners out to 90 degrees, is because this thing goes back and fits under there. And then you've got to mark 1/8 from the top of the frame rail, and that's how far you want the top of this bracket to be. And so I've got it marked on both sides. And I guess I'll get a floor jack and jack it up there, hold it in place while I drill the holes. It's 1/8 from the top lip on both sides. So now I just gotta drill some holes. This is probably the hardest part of the whole installation process, is getting these nut plates on the back side of these holes you've drilled. There's a square hole in the bottom of the frame, and you've got to snake this up through there, and you've got to bend this just right in order for it to be lay flat against this frame rail to get the bolt started. So it's a lot of trial and error, and kind of a lot of frustration, but I'll just take my time and I'll get it. And I'm going to drill these two out, and then I use these two other plates for them. And then this bottom one, it's not a blind hole, so you can get to the back side of it, so you just use the lock washer and lock nut. So let me do that. Okay, the hitch is all installed. I put the airbox back on there. Had to put a few washers behind on the studs to space it out to clear the tow bar, but it fits in there real good. There's 4 bolts on each side. Got them all torqued down to spec and ready to put the fascia back on. I've trimmed some of it, but it's hitting right here, so I've got to trim some more. So I'm going to get my Dremel and trim some more off the fascia. It's not all the way up on there yet, but I think I'll have enough clearance. By the time this pushes back on there, I think so. I'm gonna put it on there and see how it fits. These 2 things here are for your wiring receptacle. Then you've got your harness that runs to the back of the vehicle, and you put your 2 light bulbs in the original housing, and basically it wires it up just like a trailer. That way you're not using any of your vehicle lights, so you don't have to worry about back feeding and getting diodes, and it seems like it's just a much easier way to do it. Maybe less problems. And I've got my cord to hook from the 7-way to the 6-way. And then I think here's the plug for the car. Gotta wire it. Let's see, it fits right. I have to modify the license plate a little bit. There. See, it just fits on there like that. And it may go up higher because it's not on there all the way. Anyway, let me install this. It's finished. Put it all back together. And it's not very conspicuous either. It's pretty well hidden. A place here for your safety chains, and of course these arms fit in there. So that's all. When you're towing, that's all that'll be sticking out. And you hook your tow bar to that. And then when you're done, just pull this pin, turn it, comes out, and that's all that's left. And you can put these little caps back on there, keep mud and dirt from building up in there. That way these will slide in there better. Okay, that's it. I'll talk to everybody later. Thanks for watching.